I know a lot of people. I just want to talk about the things that's going on in America today, right? Now, I've been knowing this as a child for some reason or another. It just seemed like I just had this thing, of understanding for some reason, right? And I don't know. A lot of people are going to be like, "Wow," when I say this, but I never been baptized. Um, I never been baptized for whatever reason, and I know everybody that I know has been baptized. The majority of the people anyway, right? So as a child, I always figured something. It seemed like God put a compass, some type of spiritual compass or something in my body to where as though I knew some type of difference. Even if as a young child, I knew this difference, right? But here's what it does. Here's how America is set up, right? And this is not a blame game. This is just about the fact thing, right? It has nothing to do with black and white. It's about superiority. Just like in the Egyptian days, we read about the pharaohs and things like that. We even speak about it in the Bible. Well, where the pharaoh, he was the overseer of everything, religion, the people, economics, everything. He had the power to do everything, right? Now, that same setup is set up today, but it's got different characters, right? It's the same way, you know. It's not about whether you black or white. It's about finances, right? But it's also about an illusion for the ignorance. The ignorant people who think it's about color. Whether okay, white is gonna dominate the world. No, you can be white and poor as hell. You know what I mean? You still ain't gonna get nothing done. There's some white people that's been put in positions like a motherfucker too. You know what I mean? So it's not about your color. But what I have discovered over the years, right? What I have discovered over the years, I found this to be absolutely true. If you have a little understanding about what's going on, if you understand how the dollar works, if you have an understanding on elections, if third eye is coming out, you know what I mean? If that third eye is seeing things that the average person don't see, right? So you can see beyond all the monkey business that's been played. Even right now with the LGBT community, right? All the gays. You know what I mean? So I mean, if you gay, if you want to be gay, that's your business, right? But isn't it something how they would try to make the LGBT community a separate or a part of the real community or a part of the original community, right? A separate group. Now that's the same way they play black and white. You see, the same way they play black and white. You see, so and isn't it funny now that all these things that's happening over in other parts of countries to where as though they dealing with so much chaos. Every day you turn on your TV, you're gonna see chaos, 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 fear, fear. But at the same time, America talk about guns, right? But it's kind of funny how you were the ones who really, you were the ones who gave the arms to these people that you call ISIS. What is ISIS? What are they made up of? Right? Let's talk about the money that ISIS supposedly have, right? See, they control the oil fields that's out there in these countries that they supposedly take over, right? So if they control, how you think that these people are being funded? You know what I mean? ISIS sell the oil um, uh, uh, to the cheapest bidder, right? They say ISIS they make over $40 million a month, 50 million. It could be much more than that. They fucking don't know, right? They could tell you anything, right? But I guess what I'm saying is that we are in deep shit. No matter how you cut the bread, right? Whether you're white, black, brown, whatever the case may be. Now here's the key. A lot of people say, well, the world is going to end because it's all scripturally, it's all in your Bible. It's all in your Bible. Let me tell you something, people. Pharaoh, back in the days that we read about, he was over religion, right? He can indoctrinate anything he want. You know what I mean? Right? It's all psychological, right? I'm a Christian, you're a Christian, but we still have different point of views. We still believe in certain part of the Bible, right? We got rift there with each other. If I'm Islam, right, and I say Allah, which means God, you say Allah, you pray to Allah instead of just saying God. You know what I mean? It's a pit among people. That's what they do. That's how you control a people, right? The black people, sometimes it's irritating to me for you not to know that, the Democratic Party hijacked your ass. You understand me? Do you know what the Democratic Party, how it was founded? Who founded the Democratic Party? Let me tell you another thing. A lot of you people probably agree, you don't, or some will, but I don't give a shit. But this is the truth that's given to me by God, right? I believe that the stories that you receive from your ministers are so fake. That's the reason why you really can't come into the trueness of God, right? I hear Christians tell me, but see, the thing about it is that, and Christians are so true when they say this, that you deal with faith, the unknown. You know what I mean? You believe in if what is what you can't see, that's what you believe in, right? Now, being that it's all science, right? This is what the pastor's not telling you guys. Being that it's all science, you believe, right? You believe as a Christian, faith is something that you can't see, something you can't touch, you can't feel. This and it's all this, it's what you believe in, and that's when you call on your Lord to say, well, hey, God, show me, you know what I mean? But here's the deal too, right? God give you the wisdom and understanding to know the difference, right? He say, well, how can Jesus be God? Back in the days, it wasn't taught like that. It kind of changed up, And every time, and I'm talking about religion because religion is the foundation of the nurturing of an individual to me. If you spiritually sound and grounded, you can do all things. You know what I mean? Your worries, it's not, the worry of others is not your worry. If you understand what I'm saying. They may worry about the smallest things, but with the smallest thing you can overcome because you are spiritually grounded, right? But here I know I'm kind of going off on two things, but I really wanted to go back. I want to stick on spiritualness for a minute. Now, here's the deal. You tell me that Jesus is God. And I said, well, how is that? Because